Okay, so welcome back to another video. It is Wednesday afternoon. It is almost 2:30. I am training at Iron Warehouse today, so I need to get a move on and get myself out of here. It has been a very productive day. This morning I was working and I got all my work and stuff done by just after 1. And then I had to do some meal prep quickly because I didn't have any lunch made up to go with or to have before I left. And also I've got no food for the next few days. I'm not at home the next 2 days, so I needed some food prep. So I just prepped a chicken and chorizo rice bake. Not the most ideal pre-workout meal because it is somewhat high in fat because of the chorizo, but it's gonna have to do. It's mostly carbs. I've put some pinto beans in it as well. Very tasty, very nice. I will maybe talk through more of like my diet and stuff soon because I did put a box up on Instagram and I asked people what sort of content they want to see, and a lot of people want to see more around like what I'm eating, not just around training, but just like general day-to-day and also just more like general day-to-day stuff. So I will make an effort to include that stuff in my videos from now on. But today we don't have time to do that. So yeah, basically just done some meal prep, put leftovers in the fridge just now, had my lunch, and I need to get some drink together and go. I'm probably gonna take 2 bottles of drink with me just because it is boiling. I also have the issue that my fringe has decided to dry partly front. I mean, it's still technically a full fringe. I just split it and dry it to the side. This side has decided to dry in front. This side has dried off to the side. And I just know for a fact that when I start sweating, I mean, I'm literally already sweating now. When I start training and sweating properly, it's going to do my head in. So I have got my headband on my wrist just in case I need it. But that's not very interesting, not really relevant to the video, but I thought I'd mention it. Yeah, so now I'm going to get some drink together. Going to have a bottle of squash with my electrolytes in for one. And then I'll just have another spare bottle of squash in case I finish the first one. And yeah, that's kind of it. I don't have any food to take with me because I've eaten most of my food for the day already. So when I get home, I've literally just got a bagel to have, well, bacon bagel to have, and a protein shake as well. I was going to take the protein shake with me and have after, but I won't be able to put it anywhere to keep it cool, and I don't want to warm protein shakes. That would be gross. So I'll probably have that as soon as I get in. But yeah, so now I'm going to get my stuff together and leave because I don't want to be late. And yeah, it's week 4. Very excited, feeling good. If you've watched my last few videos, you will know that I have not been feeling great. Main issue is my thumb and my elbow also, because we had to move loads of gym equipment at the weekend. My elbow has been quite painful since then. I've been really making a conscious effort to not really use my left arm for like anything. Hasn't been very successful, to be fair. I'm literally using it to hold my camera now and it's hurting my thumb, which is why I keep like switching hands, but it's fine. Gonna basically just be careful, but I know it's nowhere near as bad as it was on Saturday, and if I manage to get through Saturday's session okay, I know I can get through today's. So yeah, I'm feeling good, excited. Massive PB plan for squats, volume PB plan for deadlifts. We'll see what happens. Just gonna go in, take it one lift at a time. Yeah, but I'm feeling good. Anyway, gonna get my stuff together and go, so I'm not late. Okay. So I didn't take my tripod to the gym, which is why all of the footage that you're going to see of my training session is from my iPhone. And also I am a sweaty mess right now because I've just gotten in from my walk home and it is warm outside. But I'm going to show you each lift one at a time. But let's just say week 4 is off to a fantastic start. There were highs and lows of the session, but we'll get to them when we get there. Let me show you how squats went. They talk about the spring break and oh yeah, Tijuana, here we come. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. But her and I got going on. Brianna's brother's buying beer, so freaking cool, can you believe? He'll bring his friends to college guys, our weekend plans are such a dream. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. So that when we are alone, she's touching me. Well, I'm a sucker for it, give it to me. The way she's looking at me, she's so damn perfect. It's so damn worth it, the secret we keep. Yeah, I'm a sucker for it. So, this is what happened. Brianna's such a goddess, could get anyone she likes. But when she's looking at me like that, I know she's only mine. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. Her hands are... Okay, so one, I am massively overheating right now. But as you can see, squats went so well. 170 for 5 was so comfortable. Also, I've just realised that all of this mess is around me and behind me. My desk is literally in the middle of my office because we are just redecorating the entire house. And when you have no free time, you have to do a little bit at a time, which means you have to live in mess for a lot of the time, which is stressing me out. But anyway, irrelevant, squats went so well. 170 for 5, like don't get me wrong, last block 170 for 4 was comfortable, definitely could have got another rep or two out, but 170 for 5 on my like secondary squat day, it was so easy. Like I had at least 3 more reps in the tank, like at least, and I'm just so happy with how it went. Yeah, I honestly, I don't really have much else to say. Like it was so comfortable, and my warm-ups felt fantastic, that felt fantastic. My back-offs at 150, 6s at 150 was so comfortable. I got my depth checked as well and they are in, so I'm really happy. Yeah, squats literally couldn't have gone better, and I'm so much more confident for Saturday now. Like, I will do probably a block review video after Saturday's session is done and actually just talk through like my goals going into the block, kind of how I planned them and things like that. But this has been an incredible block so far and I'm so excited for Saturday because I genuinely feel like powering through, I'm probably going to feel more confident anyway, and yeah, I'm going to be around, like, I don't know, it's just going to be, I'm so excited. It's going to be a good session. I can't wait to lift it. And like, yeah, I'm not even going to go into what I've got planned, but you can probably guess if you follow my videos along. But yeah, squats couldn't have gone any better. They are feeling limitless, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that, like they literally feel limitless right now. So yeah, very happy. Let me show you bench, which took an eventful turn, but I'm overall incredibly happy with bench. Okay, so first thing we'll address, ascending triples, so comfortable, easy, so happy, but did sneak up, I think, on some reps, but the angle I filmed from was literally the most strict angle you can film from for butt lift, and I'm not too worried. My top single, it stayed down, which is the thing I was most worried about. My top single at 110 had a decent pause, so normally on this session I will do 3 top singles to save fatigue for Saturday and to basically trial a little bit of a taper, very minor. I don't think you can really call it a taper, but to basically just pull back volume slightly and fatigue slightly for Saturday. I just did 1 single at 110 and it was so comfortable. My butt stayed down and honestly, I was so happy with it. And then went on to do sets of 4, which was supposed to be at, well, 97.5 to 100 was the plan. 2 sets at 100. I think it was the second set, I basically misgrooved, or like didn't quite hit my chest in the right spot and lost my line. I think the second and third rep, and then I was like, no, I can do this fourth rep if I just get it right. If I get it right, it'll move. And then as I started the descent, I was like, if I don't get it right, I'm gonna fail. Like, I had that thought in the back of my head, which you don't want in the middle of a lift. And surprise, surprise, I then failed it. But it was really funny because I think the people in the gym thought I was doing a long pause, because some of my reps, or like whatever, I had done a little bit longer pauses and stuff. But yeah, no, I had to get help, because also the safeties were in the right spot for me to fail. And then when I tried to roll the bar, it got caught on my belt and I couldn't roll it any further. So I had to be saved, but it's fine. I appreciate people saving me because I needed it. And then I just dropped to 95 because I was like, it really doesn't matter at this point. It's skill practice. Just 95 for 2 more sets of 4. Super comfortable, super easy, incredibly happy. I'm still dripping with sweat. Incredibly happy with how bench went, really. And I'm excited as well because 110, that's the comfiest it's felt since I've started doing sinking. Like, I'm definitely getting there now. And I'm so excited to finally get a chance to max it out soon-ish. I mean, I'm 8 weeks out from comp today. It's not long to go. And I say max out, I'm probably not going to max out at comp, but I want to hit a comp PB and I'm confident it's going to happen. And yeah, so this is where things took a little bit of a turn, but it was somewhat expected. But to be fair, before I show you deadlifts, I was going into this session expecting to make, like, I wanted 3x4 at 170 on deadlifts when I first planned this block, but actually after last week feeling quite difficult at 162, I actually thought to myself, I will be happy with 1 set of 4 at 170. Like, deadlifts have not been a main focus at the moment, and if I can do 1 set of 4 at 170 and then the rest at like 160 to 165, I'll be happy. But deadlifts took a bit of a turn. I will explain to you what happened before I put the clip in of my first set. I won't cut the clip. You can see the entire section where it took me like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to do 1 set. Basically, my thumb, if you've watched my previous videos, deadlifts last week made my thumb even worse than it already was. Thumb joint is not in a good way. I don't even know if it's getting any better. It feels a little bit better today than it has done, to be fair, but I think I've just done a better job of avoiding using it or touching anything with it today. So I failed my first warm-up at 120. With deadlifts, I start at 120. I'm very much warm by the time I've done squats and bench. And normally starting at 120 makes them feel best. Didn't break the floor with my first attempt at 120. Obviously, it wasn't a strength thing. It was entirely mental. I couldn't bring myself to grip the bar properly. I literally couldn't bring myself to get the bar into my hands properly and commit to the rep. So I just had like 5 minutes where I just like went off and just like cleared my head. I actually remember I went for a pee and I remember being sat on the toilet being like, what if I can't pull 120? What if I can't lift 120 anymore? What am I going to do? Obviously that wasn't the case. So I went back in the room and I put my headphones in and just ignored, because it was getting busy at this point. I was getting a bit overstimulated. The music was a little bit louder at this point and it was just a bit much for me. So I put my headphones in and yeah, I put my headphones in, kind of zoned out, and I literally went 120, 140, 155, loaded 170 in 5 minutes max. Like, I literally just did one then the other, loaded the bar. I did get my friends to help me load the 170 because I was struggling so much to grip things with my, like, the plates and stuff with my thumb, and then my elbow with lifting the plates was also a bit painful. So yeah, I did get help there. Actually, to be fair, I had help loading most of my bars yesterday. Very grateful for that. But yeah, so 170 was loaded and I was feeling good. My warm-ups felt fantastic, especially after I put towel on, because obviously up to that point it was a very hot, sweaty day. My legs were a bit sticky. So yeah, by the time I put towel on, things felt so strong, so good. I was like confident that I could do this. And then the 170 started and I just, again, it was my grip, but it wasn't, I do sometimes drop deadlifts on grip or like struggle at lockout with grip, but it's when my positioning's off. Last night it wasn't a grip problem, and I'm not making excuses here, like I can't stress this enough. It wasn't that I didn't have the grip strength to do it. It was that I didn't have the confidence to set my grip properly because of my thumb. Because I remember on my last one at 155, I did grip it properly because I just didn't care. I wanted to get it done. And the rebound into my thumb as the bar then hit the floor at the end was painful. I can't express it enough. It was very painful. So then I think I was scared to grip properly on the 170. I think, I don't even know, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I tried my chalk, which is normally absolutely fine. I tried someone's liquid chalk, which is normally even better than my chalk. and it just, nothing was working. And I know it wasn't actually a grip thing, it was literally a mental thing. So I did the set eventually. I had to break it up and take a ridiculous amount of times, but I was refusing to not do 4 reps. And then I just like sat down and just kind of gathered my thoughts, and then I used normal. I don't have figure 8 straps, which I wanted to use, which someone recommended to me to use on my video before last, I think it was. And I forgot to order any, and then no one had any I could borrow. So I used my normal straps, which actually they worked fine. I don't like deadlifting in straps. I think that's the first time I've deadlifted in straps in years. I don't use straps for anything really. And setting up with straps on for deadlifts is just annoying because you have to like obviously crouch down to set them up. And I like on my first rep bracing from the top and really feeling the brace, because then it helps me feel it between reps when I then reset at the bottom, which obviously you can't do with straps. But yeah, I wore my straps for my second and third set. Second set was at 170 and it was fine. It was like the last rep was slow and difficult, but it was always going to be. And it wasn't really any slower than 162 was last week, I don't think. And then my last set, I just dropped to 165 because at that point I was tired. Mentally, I was just like done in, and deadlifts were not my friend. So I've just talked through exactly what happened. So I'll just show you the videos now, because I realised, I just kept talking. But I'll show you the videos of how deadlifts went so you can actually see what I've just described. And then I'll wrap things up.
Fatal attraction, lovers in action, yeah. One of us is gonna get hurt. You got your madness. I've got the badness in me. You know what you gotta do. If you got any sanity, this is fatal attraction. These are times of crowns of passion. One of us gonna get hurt. Took a shot for the magic, but we're crashing into tragic. One of us gonna get hurt.
So that was my first session of week 4. It honestly did go really well. The only thing that's an issue now is my thumb and my grip. My sleep, I mentioned in the last couple of videos, sleep hasn't been great because of a numbness in my arm. One of my friends who watched these videos has sent me a recommendation of something to try and figure out what it is, but I have not done that yet. But yeah, I am still getting some numbness in my arm in the night, but it's not as bad as it was. I'm definitely not as stressed, although I feel like I go through like the start of the week and I'm a bit more calm, and then the weekend gets closer and I'm like, I've got so much to do, especially because this weekend I'm not here at all this weekend. So Saturday I'm powering through, and then Sunday I am at a comp in Bury handling one of my clients. So I'm not home all weekend, which means I have to get ahead on programs. I have to make sure that everyone's replied to and everything, obviously as quickly as possible, so that on Sunday, although I will have to do replies and stuff on Sunday, of course, that's absolutely fine, I won't have backlog of replies, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd basically just, this weekend is literally going to be, obviously my training is my training, training Saturday morning, and then when I get home, like early evening, it will be getting all replies, any program and stuff done that I didn't get to do on Friday, and then Sunday is going to be handling, and we should get back in good time, I think, and then I'll probably be working till late, catching up again. So basically, I think because I know I've got a very busy weekend, I'm a little bit like subconsciously my stress is building now, but I know it'll be fine. It won't be an issue. It's not a problem. And also decorating the house is like, I think the problem is the house is messy because we've made progress with decorating, but to make progress decorating, the house had to become messy. So that's also, you know, you don't want to stress it. There's a messy environment, it will make you stressed. That's what I'm trying to say. But no, I'm honestly, week 4 though, off to a fantastic start. I'm feeling good. I've got my next accessory day tonight. I'm just going to take it really, really easy. Going to mostly stick to machines again like I did last week to keep my elbow as happy as possible and to stop my thumb from hurting. And then hopefully from next week, I'll be able to put like my dumbbell press and stuff back in. But if not, it's fine. I can just do machine press. It doesn't really make that much difference at this point. But yeah, I'm very happy. Squats, I am so excited for on Saturday. Like, I don't think what I've got planned is even going to be that difficult. Like, I really don't. I just need to go in and commit. And yeah, massive PBs across the board. Very happy. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. I don't think there's any more updates. There's anything interesting going on. Just plodding along. Made loads of progress on some content that I'm, also contents and like info packs that I'm making for clients. Also, home gym is even closer to being done, sort of. So I mentioned, I think before, we've collected all the kit now, but we need to get our garage roof replaced before we can properly set up the home gym. And that it should be getting done next week, end of next week, hopefully, which means give it like 2, maybe 3 more weeks, because I want to paint the walls and everything before we set up too, and give everything a good clean. But a couple weeks, but basically by the end of next block, by my Commonwealth block, I should have a home gym. I say a home gym, a second home gym at our actual home, as well as at my parents'. So that is very exciting too. Very excited for that. And it means I can bench on a combo rack leading into Commonwealth, which will be amazing. So very excited. That is all my news. I'm going to wrap the video up here. I will try and include more like everyday life stuff when things are a bit more calm. I know it'll probably be more interesting to see, I say when things are hectic. I don't think it would be interesting to see because it would be me stressing the whole time. But I will include more stuff. Also, I think it might be good, interesting if I can set up my computer system and everything to do a like block review at the end of this training block and talk through things, especially because when I first planned this training block, I was nervous. Like my week 1 numbers, I didn't think were going to be light enough to recover from the block prior. But I mean, this block has gone phenomenally well. So I think it'd be quite cool to do. Obviously, if that's something you want to see, let me know and I will make sure that I do it. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you on Monday for the next video.